dangerous anti-Americanism on the rise in America. And I want to just talk about what I mean about that. I do this show, America Can We Talk, to try to inspire people to realize the extraordinary and unique greatness of America, to understand that the ideas on which our country were founded were not just happenstance. They weren't thrown together one day because a bunch of people sat around and said, hey, we're tired of King George. Let's just make a new country. Let's make a few rules. The ideas underlying America are the most profound, unique, extraordinary in all of world history. They created the most extreme, the most extraordinary, unique, precious, extreme example of commitment to human liberty in all of world history. It's embedded in our Declaration of Independence, which we just celebrated over July 4th, and it's embedded in our Constitution and the whole idea of what America is. You can have a lot of disagreements in America. We have disagreements all the time on issues of all kinds. You know, should we do this? Should we do that? Should we stand up for this and stand against that? These are all part of the robust American political conversation that is vital and normal and healthy in a country to have, more left-wing views, more right-wing views. But where we are today is the American left. And I'm talking about not every Democrat, not your grandmother who's always voted Democrat. I'm talking about the leaders of the Democrat Party, the radical left in this country that now has a stranglehold over the Democrat Party in this country. That American left is no longer arguing things that belong on the American playing field. They do not belong there. And part of what happens is the way the left is pushing their very leftist agenda, instead of arguing for the things they want, they turn issue after issue after issue after issue into a false argument, a false accusation of racism against anyone who will not agree with them. And they inspire people, the more ignorant among us, to start to really look at America as a terribly, deeply divided country, and to think that the only possible way that these less than informed citizens can possibly survive is to have the American left be given more power, more control, more ability to redistribute wealth, more ability to do everything to control your lives. That's your path to freedom, is let the left control you. But they really inspired a very serious, significant, and unhealthy normalization of the idea of hating America. The left has it's a combination of people astonishingly ungrateful for the goodness of America, unwilling to talk about issues and say, I believe this policy, not that, should be the law, instead just to say, I'm angry because X happened or X didn't happen, and I hate America. And the examples are many. We have this Megan Rapinoe, the soccer team person. I don't know if she's a captain or not, but the U.S. soccer team, so proud to hate America. She says, I hate America. And by the way, one of the Democrat presidential candidates, Jay Inslee, I think he's the governor of Washington, he actually said she'd be a good Secretary of State. I mean, seriously, but back to my point. There is profound growing anti-Americanism and legitimization of anti-Americanism, of hating America on the American left. You have Megan Rapinoe, the soccer person. You have Ilhan Omar, inspiring people to think of America as a bad, horrible, cruel, racist, evil place when she's done nothing but benefit from this country. We have Gillum, the guy you just heard, that ran for governor of Florida, who is describing enforcing immigration laws as racist, as an effort to make black and brown people feel afraid, to inspire a divided America. These are ugly, ugly lies about America, but they've taken hold. They've become mainstream by this American left. Colin Kaepernick has mainstreamed the idea you can't even like the flag decoration, whether they do it or want it on shoes or not. You can't like the flag as a decoration. You had more and more people onto this Not My July 4th movement. And you had the whole Democrat panel, both of them, the 2/9 of the Democrat presidential panels up there on the stage. And most of what you heard was just hysterical criticism of America. They are proud to be inspiring in the American people disdain for our country. That is what the left lives on. Irrational criticisms, demands for instant fixes to every problem, and a planting of the seed that says that you're supposed to hate America if you're really enlightened. And that, my friends, is my show for today. I'm going to turn in just a moment to the why it matters to you part of my show, but I really want to encourage you to think about something I'll be talking about a lot on the show, and that is what it does really mean to be American. What does that mean? I mean, everyone who has legal citizenship and lives outside the borders of the U.S. are Americans, but what does it mean to stand up for America? What values? I mean, the left will tell you that it's, radical redistribution of wealth. To stand up for America, you have to start, seizing the wealth of the wealthy, the successful, the businesses, and hand it out. You have to let everyone who ever wander into across America's southern border, anyone who's here legally, can instantly become a citizen. They're touting those things as ideas that belong in America, but they don't. They don't belong in the right idea of America. And it's incumbent on people on our side, on the conservative side, to be able to articulate what it does mean to be an American, what it does mean to stand up for America.